So these layers, this is tertiary layers. And so what we have is from about 60 million years ago up to about 2.5 million years ago. And then on top of that, we have glacial till. And so these are all sediments from the last 60 so million years. Here, this massive column is a petrified thermal vent from pre-60 million years ago. So in the summertime, in mapping our spiders in here, what do we have? So down at the bottom here on the shoreline, we're going to have Lycosidae, so wolf spiders, particularly Pardosa and Pyrata, as well as Dolomites triton, the fishing spiders. And as we move up onto the shore, we'll have more Lycosidae, more wolf spiders. As we get into the rocks and cracks, we'll get into Theridiidae, so the black widow spiders, Latrodectus, also Statota, so the Theridiidae family. We also have a high number of long-jawed orb weavers. That is probably our largest population of spiders in here. And then also the bull and doily spiders. And one spider in particular, the Sierra Dome spider, is also found in here. Now, the Sierra Dome spider can throw you off if you're not too familiar with spiders. They look a lot like a juvenile black widow spider. But we do have the Sierra Dome spider. Now, they span from here in Montana all the way to California. So they're found throughout the West. But that would be our map of spiders here in the summertime. So these are lava beds. The Elkhorn Mountains, which are several miles that way, were formed by volcanics. And so there's lava beds intermixed throughout the stratum here, this being one of them. So the obvious stratum here, and these two very prominent black-red layers that protrude here. These are obviously high in iron content. It's really impressive stuff, the geology in here. And these come right out and disappear under the lake. Just fascinating stuff. It just makes you wonder the earth processes here, why this, in my opinion, iron-rich layer is here. I don't know what mile I'm at here, but I'm carrying an 80-pound pack of equipment. This is climbing gear. It's better to have it and not need it than it is to need it and not have it. Those are the Elkhorn Mountains in the backdrop. Several miles as the crow flies in that direction. And over here are these Badlands. And these are very interesting to me in mapping spiders. You can see all of them sediments again. There's very interesting ecology in here, and certainly interesting spider species and genus. So this is probably about mile 5. And this is the Badlands in here. Again, I mapped this area. About 2010, I mapped this area for spiders. Got a pretty thorough examination of what is here. On we go. So a set of extremely long fossil teeth here. So ice age mammal, I presume. Okay, these are fossil vertebrae. Quite large, and it looks like they're still attached, as you can see. Now these are, judging from what I can see of them, I'm going to say these are thoracic vertebrae. So this is a large femur. This is the ball. This is the ball on the femur. As you know, that fits into the hip socket. So this is a large femur. I don't know how much is under here. This is frozen, so I can't really dig at that to look at that, but it's still pretty fascinating. So look at what we have here. We have a fairly large skull, but notice the crest right here. Very pronounced crest. This is a predator of some sort. It could be a canine, and it could be a bear. But again, frozen. I can't even dig that up a little bit to look at it, but pretty nice. That's the bottom of a skull, so the skull is down inside there. So this is more exposed lava beds. It's kind of hit and miss, the exposures of this, but here and there you'll pick up on it again. Heading into the Badlands here a bit. The minerals and richness of this area is pretty impressive. Not just minerals and you know, but fossils. It's just riddled with fossils. Some more spill out of that molten volcanics. It's basically minerals have been turned to glass. It's really pretty stuff. Kind of a iron galena, sort of. I wouldn't doubt there's some trace gold within a lot of these minerals, because they are iron pyrites, you know, iron sulfides. Unquestionably beautiful geology here, and for Latrodectus spiders, this is position A. There are so many in here. High concentration, and then again, we have long-jawed orb weavers, which thrive near the coastlines and into these formations. And again, we have the Sierra Dome spider, which builds that beautiful dome web. Some Latrodectus webbing here and Statota webbing. More of that molten clastic look to it. Those volcanics, that layer of volcanics. Some more Latrodectus webbing, so that's Latrodectus hesperus, the western black widow. Little creek bed here. This is mostly just melt, seasonal melt here. It's February, so there is some melt.